Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I thought I would do a testing drugstore makeup video because I haven't done one of these in a while. I'm not actually too sure when the last time I did one of these videos was, but I've got quite a lot of new drugstore makeup. Why is my eye twitching? Does anyone ever get that when you randomly get like a heartbeat in your eye? Like, no, just me? Basically, I've got quite a few new bits of drugstore makeup and I thought I would put them on my face. I don't have everything that's brand new. Like, I'm missing a new concealer because I don't think anyone's brought out new concealers recently. And also just a little update, if you watched my video from Monday where I dyed my eyelashes, just a little update, they're still pretty black. It's been 5 days now of me like putting on makeup and taking off makeup. And I'm actually pretty impressed with them, even though it really burnt to do it and like it really stung. I think I'm gonna keep doing it because I think I prefer my face like without makeup when my lashes are a bit darker. So I guess we should just get into it, shall we? Ah, my toe. I think I just re-broke my toe. I keep forgetting that I broke it a couple of weeks ago and I felt like it had healed, but I just sat on it really funny and that really hurt. Ugh, why do I do these things to myself? I guess we'll start with primer. This is the Barry M Unicorn Premier, oh, that says primer. Unicorn Primer Drops. I think these are supposed to be a dupe for the Farsali Unicorn Drops, whatever they were called. Yeah. They pretty much look the same. It's in a purple bottle and it's a pink liquid, which is pretty much like the Farsali ones, which are about £50. They are nice, but so unnecessarily expensive. So I'm going to use this as my primer. This smells like jelly. I kind of want to eat it. Okay, so it feels very hydrating. I feel like maybe I put a bit too much on. It's definitely not a kind of matte primer. It's more of like a hydrating kind of sticky primer. Okay, it's starting to sink in now. Ooh, I quite like it. It's left my skin a bit tacky, which I quite like. By the way, if you didn't see my last video, tons of people, like more than usual, told me that it didn't come up in their subscription boxes. It was like a kind of life update, answering some questions about like, I don't know, moving out, my love life, that kind of thing. So if you did miss it, it's my video previous to this one, obviously. For foundation, I have the Kiko Unlimited foundation. I'm including Kiko in this video. I know that it's technically not drugstore because you can't get it in like Superdrug and Boots. However, it is pretty affordable. It's kind of like some of the stuff in Kiko is really, really cheap. Some of their products are like £4. And others are more on the pricier range. I feel like Kiko is kind of like one of their mid-range brands where it's between drugstore and high-end. Because I have this new foundation which is called the Unlimited foundation and I've got the shade Neutral Gold, which they did send me. I feel like it might be a bit dark, but we'll give it a go. I think my pump might be broken. Oh, my wrist hurts. Nothing's coming out. Oh, there we go. That was ridiculous. Okay, it's very, very liquidy. Kind of smells, reminds me of the smell of the Revlon Colour Stay. And if you want to see how this lasts, I am vlogging today. I'm trying to do Vlogmas on my second channel. So I will keep you updated over there. And that vlog will probably be live as you're watching this. Okay, so it's a bit too yellowy for me, I think. It's definitely not full coverage. I would say it's more of like a medium coverage or like light medium. It's covered a bit of redness and stuff, but you can still see all my blemishes peeking through. Oh my gosh. Okay, this dries really quickly. Okay, note to self, put this on like section by section or just blend it really quickly because it seems to dry pretty fast. However, the finish of that is really nice. Like, it looks really good on my skin, I think. I'm just going to try going in with a little bit more and seeing how it builds because I want a little bit more coverage. Okay, right, quick. Okay, so I would definitely say that it's buildable. That did add some more coverage. Oh, I actually quite like this. You really have to work fast with this, otherwise you get patches of like non-blended foundation. Like I said, I don't have a concealer, so I'm just going to go in with my Revolution Conceal and Define because I just know that it won't let me down. I still find it really weird looking at my face after I've done my concealer and foundation and still being able to see my eyelashes. Like, this is such a new experience for me. So where I've layered the foundation around this sort of area and my nose does look a little bit more cakey. So maybe it would have been a better idea to not add another layer of foundation and just go straight in with my concealer. But I think I do quite like the foundation. I don't know, we'll have to see how long it lasts. My concealer's kind of come off here. Maybe this concealer doesn't work very well with the foundation. Then for my powder, I'm using which is what I'm holding now. This is the Kiko Sparkling Holiday Baked Powder in 01 Ivory. It almost looks like it's got like a tiny bit of sheen in it, so I'm kind of scared. But I'm gonna give it a go. Let's use it first to like set my under eyes. Oh, okay, I think it's a bit dark. Can you guys see how my under eyes now look darker? Okay, wait, maybe if I put it all over my face, it will kind of match. Oh, this powder smells incredible. Why do all of Kiko's face powders smell like chocolate? Okay, so it's a nice face powder, but I feel like maybe it is a tiny bit... I mean, on camera, it kind of looks okay. But I feel like in real life I look a little bit yellow. Then for my contour, I think I might have used this on my channel before. This is the Revolution Pro 4K Bronzer Palette in Cool. But I didn't have another contour product to use, so I'm gonna take this shade here from this palette and just do a bit of contouring just on my cheeks. So you need the tiniest bit. I keep breaking out here. I think it's a sign I need to wash my contour brush. I have this MUA Bronzed Matte Bronzing Powder. That looks really dark. Okay, well, I'll give it a go, just like a tiny, tiny bit. Uh-oh. Oh god. It's all like stuck in a clump on my forehead. I'm gonna have to read you my base later, that's for sure. I've got an event tonight, and if you guys want to see more about that, then head over to my vlog channel. How do I fix this? It looks so patchy. I don't think I'm a big fan of this powder. I've got this palette here, which is by e.l.f. It's called the Modern Metals Blush and Highlight Palette. It's just basically got a load of peachy sort of shades in it, which are my favourite sort of shades. Eek. So this is what the palette looks like. You get 3 blushes and 3 highlighters. The blushes are all matte. I like the look of this kind of peachy one down here. Also this one, which is kind of like rosy. I think I'm gonna mix these 2 shades and then majorly tap off my brush. Whoa, that's really pigmented. Yeah, geez, I literally did one tiny tap in each of the colours and then majorly tapped off my brush. That's really pigmented. Then for highlighter, I showed this on my Insta story the other day. This is the Kiko Sparkling Holiday Fabulous Highlighter Palette. I believe this is limited edition, but does this not just look like the Huda Beauty highlighter palettes? These look and feel incredible. They're so smooth and just, oh, gorgeous. These ones don't smell like chocolate, which is a bit disappointing, but I don't care because they look amazing. I'm gonna go in with this shade, which is called Ballerina. It's like a light pink. Oh my god. They just have the most beautiful formula. They're so smooth and like wet looking. Then I'm adding that to my brow bone. Oh, down at my nose. This highlighter is incredible. Also, oh my god, in my previous video, I forgot to highlight my inner corners of my eyes. I'm gonna use this Morphe eye brush set that I showed in my vlogs the other day to do my brows and my eyes, just to give it a test. So I'm using the eyebrow brush that comes with this. Oh wait, hang on. I can't because I don't have any eyebrow powders to test, but let's use the spoolie. Okay, for my brows, I've got this brow pencil by Topshop Beauty, which is called Modify. It's just a kind of standard brow pencil. It's got a spoolie on one side and then it's got this brow pencil on the other side. It looks like it's going to be a really good shade. It's kind of like a taupe colour. If you guys want me to do like a full video on Topshop Beauty, like a full face of the new Topshop makeup, let me know because I do have quite a lot of it. Ooh, this is a really good colour. The texture of this pencil is almost like a powder. It's not super creamy. It kind of feels like a powder pencil, but I don't really know if that makes any sense. It's working pretty well, to be fair. And then I've also got these Maybelline, I'm kind of scared about this, Maybelline Tattoo Studio Waterproof Brow Gel, which says that it lasts up to 2 days. I think I'm gonna go for the shade medium brown. Oh my god, it's like a little domed thing. Okay, wait. It says to remove the excess product off this, which I'm definitely gonna do because it's got such a weird looking brush. The brush is like really fibery. Okay, I think medium brown is a good colour. Is this actually gonna last 2 days? How am I gonna take my makeup off later? Okay, so I think I quite like it, but it says, what does it say? Let dry for 1 minute. Avoid using oil-based or classic makeup removers on brow area while wearing the product. So basically it tells you to not remove your eyebrow makeup. Surely then any brow product would last for 2 days. I guess you'll see in my vlogs whether it comes off later. Okay, for eyeshadow, I've got something I'm dying to test is this, which I got today. And it's the L'Oreal Paris Glitter Eyeshadow in Stardust in Paris. It looks like a pressed glitter, but when you swatch it, it feels like an eyeshadow, and it's just like, wait, look. It's like straight up glitter. It's so beautiful. So I'm gonna go for the Treasure Chest palette by Barry M. Look how pretty this looks. The eyeshadows have all got this really cool texture on them. Wait, what is the time? I've just realized. And I'm gonna go in with one of those Morphe brushes, and I'm gonna take this color here as my transition. Okay, that's just like a very, very soft, kind of like a mauvey beige. And then I'm gonna take this color here and just add this to my crease again, and whoa, that's really, really pigmented. Wow, these eyeshadows are really nice. I think that's blending really nicely. Like, can you see how pigmented that goes on? So I'm kind of trying to wing it out a bit. And then going in with the other blending brush from the Morphe set, and I'm gonna blend over the edges. This one's definitely quite dense. I think I'm gonna take this dark purpley sort of color, and I'm gonna add this to my inner and outer corners. Whoa. Again, that's another pretty pigmented color. This one isn't as pigmented as I thought it was when I first put it on, but it does blend nicely, which is good because it's kind of like a dark purple, and a lot of the time they don't blend that great. These shimmers in here just look beautiful. Let's do another shimmer. Oh my god. The shimmers look absolutely stunning, but I really want to use the glitter. Maybe I'll use a bit of the glitter and one of the shimmers as well. So I'm just taking this flat brush which comes in the Morphe set, and I'm dipping into this shade here. Oh, I feel like this is definitely going to go on better with a finger though. Yep, look, that doesn't even come off with this brush. Yeah, like, oh my god, the difference between using a finger and a brush is insane. So I'm just kind of putting this all over the centre of my lid. I know this makeup is nothing crazy, but I just wanted to kind of test the colours that I would actually use. I promise you, if I get my hands on the James Charles palette, that video will not be a standard warm smoky eye. I will do something different for that. Like, I'm gonna try and do something way out of my comfort zone. Okay, right, screw it. I'm putting this palette down because I'm just so desperate to use this glitter eyeshadow. Again, I'm gonna try it with a brush, and if that doesn't work, then I'll use my fingers. Ooh. Okay, right, we have a bit of glitter, but we also have quite a lot of fallout. I'm gonna try my finger instead. Oh, but it's so pretty. I think I'm gonna get some fixing spray and try and use it with that. I'm using the Revolution Sport Fix spray. Then let's apply this. There we go. I'm just gonna pick up some more and try and layer it over the top. That's what we want. It definitely works better wet. Then I'm just using that same kind of warm brown on my lower lash line. This Morphe brush is a good one for the lower lash line because it's kind of tapered. You know what? I'm actually just going to go in with a highlighter palette and take this shade here, which is called Dreamer. And I'm going to put this on my inner corners with the small brush from the Morphe set. That's beautiful. Then for eyeliner, I'm using the Topshop Eyes eyeliner. Longwear matte eyeliner, I think that's just its name. And this is in the shade Soot, which is just black. It looks like this, and then the actual brush looks like this. It really kind of reminds me of the brush from the Balm Schwing liner, which is one of my favorites. That is super black. I'm quite a big fan of this liner. Like, it's really black. It definitely is matte. And the brush is really skinny. Sometimes with these type of eyeliners, I don't like them because the brush is too fat. But this one's actually really skinny. It reminds me a lot of the Balm eyeliner. Then for my mascara, I've got the Lottie London Curl Boss mascara. I'm going to test this, and if this doesn't work, then I've got another one that I can try, but I want to give it a go. It's got quite a weirdly shaped brush. It's kind of like, I don't know, one side of it fans out and then the other side is skinny. And it's a plastic bristle brush, so let's give it a whirl. Like the brush barely picks up any product. Oh, I'm sorry, Lottie London, it's not doing it for me. Okay, instead I'm gonna try this Kiko one, which is from their Sparkling Holiday collection. How weird is that brush? It's like a pointy little brush. Okay, this is better. I mean, this one's all right, but it's definitely not the best. I actually really like my eyebrows today. Can you guys see how fluffy they look? And then the eyeshadow, you can see it's got like a really beautiful sparkle, especially when I go like kind of out of focus. I've got quite a few of these. Well, I've got a lot of these. What are they called? Rimmel Stay Satin Liquid Lip Colour. I loved their like Stay Matte liquid lip colours. I've got quite a few shades of nude. I've got a red and then I've got this like purpley one. I don't really know which one to go for because realistically I'm going to go out wearing one of the nude shades. But I kind of want to try one of the dark ones. Like, I'm kind of feeling this. I'm going to try on one of the nudes first, and then if I don't like this, I will put on one of the darker shades. This dark purple is called Have a Cow. What does that mean? I'm going to go for the shade Psych and see if I like it. It's quite nice. It's definitely a lot more of a pinky nude than I would normally go for. Like, I wouldn't normally go for something this pink, but I do quite like it. It's pretty pretty. The formula is kind of weird. Like, it almost feels a bit oily, but I don't know whether it's going to dry down anymore. I don't think it's drying down, but it definitely now feels like, now that I've rubbed my lips together a bit more, it feels like more like it's gonna stay there, if you get what I mean. Quite like it, but I am gonna go in with the dark one because I'm gonna push myself out of my comfort zone. Okay, so it comes off pretty easily. Oh, this tastes like soap. Okay, so I'm using the shade called Have a Cow. Ooh. That is really pretty, but I kind of feel like with this type of shade, you want it to be matte because I feel like it's gonna get on my teeth. Okay, so overall, I liked everything apart from the mascaras. They really weren't the best. The rest of the stuff actually worked really well. Oh, actually, I wasn't a fan of the bronzer. But oh my god, this highlighter is incredible. The brow stuff I really liked. The eyeshadow stuff I really liked. The liner was great. Lipsticks are nice. Like, there's a lot of good new things that I've discovered here. Okay guys, so that is it for this testing video. Next time you see me, I should have slightly different hair. I'm getting some more blonde put in, like, through the top because I feel like it's getting a bit dark. By the way, thank you so much for all of the love and support on my previous video. You guys were so lovely. If you guys want me to answer one of your questions and give you a shout out on my next video, leave your question down below with the hashtag question of the day. Ooh, this is a juicy one. Ava Jones says, what is a product that is hyped up a lot but you don't like it? Question of the day. Something popped straight into my head when I read this, and like, no shade to the brand, but the Iconic London highlighter drops. I just don't get on with highlighter drops in general, but the Iconic London ones, like, they look really nice when you swatch them, but I just cannot get them to work on my face without them messing up my foundation. But I see so many people raving about them, so maybe they've like mastered the art of liquid highlighters, I don't know. But also they're really expensive as well. Like, I love Iconic London. I love their brushes. Like, their brush sets are really, really good quality, and they do have some other really good stuff, but their liquid highlighter drops, I don't get it. I don't get it. Right, I'm gonna go now. I really hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I hope all of it saved this time and my camera didn't do anything funny that it shouldn't be doing. Like I said, I am doing Vlogmas over on my second channel, so if you want to see me vlog, then head over there. But until next time, I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!